Hello and welcome back to Modern Ozone, Project Ozone 3. We are on our way down to the bowels of the Earth because we need to get, we need to find, wow, I know, we're at Y62. I saw where it was Z200 and something. I thought this is going to take forever to dig down. We need to find, let's just go to, oh, we are already on bright. We do have a torch. We need to get to bedrock. In order to start our journey into EnderIO, or EnderIO, as I called it for the longest time. We got marble down here. Interesting. So, the newest version of EnderIO starts off with, you need grains of infinity. And in order to find grains of infinity, you need to set a random chance cube. I'm not going to pop that. Chance cubes in this are deadly. There is one that can actually destroy pretty much everything. So, I'm not going to pop one of them anytime soon. So, yes, we need to set bedrock on fire, and then there is a random chance of it extinguishing and popping out some grains of infinity. We then use that to start making all of our EnderIO machines. But, of course, that means getting to bedrock in the first place, which I feel like thorium ore. I'll take that. Which I feel like would be easier on a Skyblock because you tend to start on at least one block of bedrock. But of course this means that we can light lots of bedrock on fire and not have to do one piece at a time. Y26, still got a ways to go. I might just start digging straight down now. Not straight down, but I might just start digging in this kind of general direction. What have I got too much of? Pretty much everything, because I brought everything with me. Smart. That's okay. Still suffering from the simple crystal deposit from Lordcraft. Okay. Don't know what Lordcraft is, but let's just... Don't really need stone bricks or stone slabs. Nickel, don't really need that either. I hear lava. We got pretty low down. We should pretty much be hitting bedrock fairly soon. What is it, level 9? Magnesium. Actually, we do want some magnesium. Aha, what are you? Ore, lava, crystal, hey? And ender ore. No idea what ender ore is, but you spawn endermites. And you give me some stuff. Get rid of all the cobble. As we get rid of the Wasteland earth. Ender dust. Ender dust can be smelted into an ender ingot or an ender pearl and make a wireless booster. We can use ender ingots, thermal solars. Interesting. Not quite sure what that's for. A little bit curious about breaking this. I'm assuming it's going to give us a lava crystal, which will be useful for reasons that will become apparent. Armor plus. Okay. Interesting. So armor plus, obviously we can make some epic armors, which I'd much prefer. Don't crash on me. I had a crash earlier. Which I'm hoping to play around with. I don't really want to... see, that's probably a good thing to have on us right now. I really want to play around with some other things other than the usual kind of mods that you'll have. So, you know, things like Draconic Evolution. It's good, but it's like the default... It's like the default end game for all modded. And I'll just prefer something a little bit more interesting. So if I can play with Armor Plus and get similar amazing armor, I think I would prefer that. Rather than just, hey, look, I've got wyvern armor, I've got draconic armor, etc. EnderIO basics. There we go. Because we've made it down to bedrock. There we go. We've got some bedrock. So now we do this. Beautiful. Okay. Please tell me I didn't throw my flint and steel away. No, I did not. So let's just... The more grains of ender we get, the better. Or grains of infinity we get, the better. So let's just light all of this up and then wait. You'll hear a pop and a bang when it works. There it is. There we go. We're getting lots of it here. So, what's least important? Limestone. Nope. 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 There we go. I'm surprised that actually didn't finish off a quest. I don't have my quest book with me, but that's okay. What have we got so far? 17. Might actually be able to make that. Grainy capacitor. Yes, this allows us to make the simple machine chassis. In fact, I think all of the machine chassis that we need for this mod. So, let's just keep going. We'll get as much as we can while we're down here, because it's a bit of a hassle to get back down here. Yep, so that's what I figured. We may as well use up our flint and steel. Wait for it all to go pop and bang. And then we'll get back up and start making us some machines. Ba-ba-da-bang. Bang, bang, bang. Bang. It's a great sound. And it's such an interesting mechanic as well. A few more to go. Thank you. Should get up to about a half stack, I think. Yeah. I reckon we'll hit a half stack. Yep. If these two pop off soon. Ooh. Come on, give me one more. This one really doesn't want to work. Nope, we got nothing. Okay. And, of course, I have vein mined my way out, but that's okay. So, meet you back at the top. Okay, back up the roof. Ah, brilliant. A few things have happened here. So, in between episodes... I would like to keep my grains, and I would like to keep my apples. In between episodes, I set this up, which looks like it's working, but this doesn't. Wonder why that is. It has water. Anyway, so this has matured. So if we take, if we pop this, we take our seeds and plonk them in here. We'll analyze them, and this should be of a slightly higher tier. Yes, they are now 2. Okay, so now we can do this. Crop sticks down and put our new ones in. So they are 2, 2, 1. So we can put that down and we start the whole process again. I set this up. So this is part of AgriCraft. An infinite water source, which was relatively easy to make. Fills up the water tank. The water tank fills up these wooden irrigation channels. Which is slowly ticking upwards. Yeah, so this is supposed to work, and I just wonder why it's not. It shouldn't need to be powered by redstone. They should be spinning and sprinkling these, which should make them grow quicker. I wonder if I just grab a redstone torch and place it next to it, whether or not that does anything. No. Entirely not sure why that's not working. But I'll leave it. These things are growing. And actually growing pretty quick. So maybe it's working. They've just turned... Yeah, I think it is actually working. Because this is going down. Because it has to constantly refill itself. I feel like it must be working to some extent. Okay. And these are growing fairly quickly. So I'm not really questioning it. So let's have a sleep. And let's find our quest book. So, the EnderIO quest setup starts with... no, that's modular machinery. Co-govern, yeah, which we haven't made yet. And here requires a simple machine chassis. Machine chassis. Where's the simple machine chassis? Requires grains of bedrock. Requires an ender ingot. Yeah. So that's why we need ender dust. So let's take our ender dust, which I put in here, which is part of tiny progression. So maybe they've just merged the two in. And uses an ender ingot. Ah, so maybe we actually have to go a redstone furnace first. Or an alloy furnace, potentially. No, I think we have to go a redstone furnace first, which requires a machine frame, which requires 10 simples. So let's just quickly whip through this. Where's my tin ingot? Shouldn't be too hard. Tin ingot. So redstone furnace. If I can do that first. Requires a machine chassis, which requires iron, which of course we have. So part of the reason I chose this is because the all of the recipes remain the same. They're just default. So I'll do that, and then what do I need for this? I'll need copper gear, so I'll need copper, copper, redstone, and gold. Thank you. Yeah, all of the recipes remain the same, so they're default, so they don't require a stupid amount of grinding. I think there are some changes, but they're not. I've got to get copper, right? Yep. There's some changes to it, but they're not stupid. So they're not going to add a whole heap of difficulty to this. Just 2 of these. We will need bricks. Do we have any bricks? The bricks or clay? I'll take both. Got 3 bricks there. If only I could... we do have bricks. Good. So I just need to make 1, 2 of you. And then we need some redstone. Let's see if I'm out of redstone. There we go. So, bam, bam, redstone furnace. Which surprisingly, I was about to say, surprisingly, no, that's Industrial 4 going, right? Yep. I thought I'd have to break it with another thing. with a wrench. Otherwise it would just give me the machine case. So redstone furnace. So I guess my question is, I need to power this with something. And I can't, the ender ingot requires a redstone furnace to make. So I guess I'll just need a basic generator. I think we've got a survivalist generator or a coal generator. Combustion generator, but that requires the machine chassis, which we can't do yet. Simple Sterling, can't do. Zombie generator? Ender generator. I have no idea what that is, but I love it. And I like the look of it too. Windmill, that makes GP. Survival generator. Let's make that, shall we? Because that seems really simple, and we don't need anything too hectic right now. So survivalist generator is right here. Furnace generator. So what exactly is the difference? It requires a machine block. Let's start with this and see where we go. So survival requires 2 redstone. I'll just do that. And just so I can see, this requires redstone, iron, and chests. And I do have chests galore somewhere. Made about 20 of them. I'm about to make 20 more. Just because, you know, why not? And they're probably... No, I thought maybe they were in front of me. So, maybe I can just do this. Make 4 machine blocks. And then make a furnace generator. Plunk you on top, and you'll just take any furnace fuel, presumably. So I'll take some coal, chuck in some coal, and you are generating 40 RF tick. That will do fine, and then we'll make some ender stuff. So you're currently using 9 RF per tick. Okay, forgot about that. So it ticks up as the power goes. So it uses 40, so this is perfect. So a piece of coal, a couple of pieces of coal, we'll just do that. We'll do this. That should finish. Requires mob farming, so I can't do that until... okay. Interesting. So I can't... I'm not allowed to complete that quest until I have... crop sticks. I need more. I believe it takes 2 crop sticks to do that. And let's do this. There we go. And that should make another one. I think this is working. I know I keep saying that. Yeah, because it's going down. No idea, actually. Who cares? So, okay, so I've got the ender ingots, but that doesn't count because I haven't killed a old golem yet. So, what we'll do... So we'll finish off the thing we were doing last episode. I'll go and check my Yellorium. I have 8 ingots, just need 1 more. And I should have enough here because I smelted a butt ton of... I don't. Okay. And it's not anywhere here. I've got iridium. I've got cocoa beans. Method of prosperity. No. Okay, so I'm going to need some more sand. So what I could probably do is do that. That works. Obviously, a lot of this is going to change. I'm going to terraform. Actually, well, it's not going to be terraform. I'm going to go for straight lines when I finally do this. But I just need a few more bits of yellorite. We just need to wait till night time, and then I'm going to go hunting for ancient golems. I think is the last thing I have to do in the mob farming quest. Yeah, an ancient golem. I've got the rest of them. Just need this. And they're pretty sparse. There was a part of me that was a bit nervous that they didn't spawn in the Wasteland. So I'll go for a bit of a hunt off camera. So I'll be back. I will be back once, I guess, once I have killed this ancient golem. Alright, we've got some yellorite. So this should... The yellorite's slower than the... Really? The yellorite is slower than the blaze mesh? Did I really not look at that properly? Uses. Blaze mesh is 30. Yellorite's 20. Wow. Why didn't someone say? Because I've recorded all these episodes in the same day. Okay, so blaze mesh is better. And we're up to 176 buckets. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about lava anytime soon. And I guess the added bonus is I've got Yellorium. Bloop. Okay. Still waiting. The sun is finally going down. So I can hunt me an iron golem. I'm thinking it might be worth going up to one of these slime islands as well. Just to see what we can find. And bring some cobblestone. So let's go up to a slime island. And let's just hunt around for an iron golem, really. Should I go to the... Go to the green one first and see what we can find. The other thing, all of these buildings, and I like the shape of this one. Ooh. They have spawners in them, so they're all kind of spawners, which is pretty good. And I'd also like this, the general shape of what's going on here. I'm digging. I do quite like this, and that looks like a black lotus. So definitely do that because we'll be doing Botania at some point. And I like just these random shapes. They almost, like I like it almost because it forces you to think a bit more creatively. So I'd like to keep, when it comes to building in this area, I would like to keep everything that exists roughly the same, if that makes sense. So, you know, well, this is an astral sorcery thing, but I'd like to keep all of the buildings roughly the same and just build into them. It looks like this has generated a village within the lost city, which is kind of cool. Had no idea, but that means we've probably got some villagers, but it has cut off half of the village. We do have a villager. Hello. Emerald for a dragon egg. Yeah, but you're a shady merchant, so no, that's a lie. Ooh, got some beetroot, and just some beetroot. Oh, I'm really worried that I'm not going to find an ancient golem, and I've heard word on the grapevine is that they're not super common spawns either. So it's an actually additions house. Pretty sure what'll happen if I try to take this coffee maker, yep, is that they do not like you trying to take it. So they don't want anything that you can cheat your way out of. Not that I think it's cheating, but obviously I can't just go in and steal what I need. Ancient golem, hey? Can you imagine if we managed to, like these? This is a really cool building, and the blue glass, I think that's great for, especially for something like, you know, a high-rise tower. There's something nice about the blue glass. I think it's almost like you can imagine it reflecting the sky. And I like that. The other thing about this mod pack, hello! This is a meteor. Is it? Or is this just part of the Wasteland? I thought maybe this was a meteor from Applied Energistics, but I don't think it is. I think this is just part of the terrain generation. What this is, but let's get it anyway. Aquamarine. But that's cool. That's really cool. You could almost think of some kind of story whereby it's a bit hairy. I don't want to knock anything down in case it all just collapses in on itself. Where this is part of the reason that it's a wasteland, you know, because this is supposed to be like a nuclear wasteland. Maybe this is a site of an explosion, which is kind of cool. Let's take out the corner here. So as you can see, no ancient golems yet. And I'm curious as to whether or not they just don't... Maybe I'm not at the right Y level. Maybe they spawn at higher or lower Y levels. It's really annoying because it's the last thing that I need, and it's not a hard quest to complete. So there's a part of me, having run around for a bit so far, there's a part of me that thinks I might just use commands to complete that quest, because my current problem is not killing a golem. I'd happily kill a golem. It's the fact that I can't find a golem to kill. They do not seem to be spawning anywhere. And I don't particularly want to use commands to do it, but I feel like this is seriously going to hindrance my work through the questing book if I don't. Oh, look at all these. There's heaps of holes everywhere. I think that's going to work well in our favour. And there's a lot of buildings out here I really like. I'm a big fan of, you know, the ones that are already quite large. So this one, we could fix up the back side of it. I really like that one. I like this one. I like this one. I mean, they're basic buildings, but they'll be fun to play with. I remember in modern Skyblock 2, ancient golems were freaking everywhere. They annoyed me so much. And here, I can't even find any. Like that building over here as well. Mixture of the dark and the light. I'm digging that. If you got anything for me. Oh, yes, please. I'll take the pizzas. I'll take the capacitor. Don't need anything else. Winner! Got ourselves a better sword. The Ender's good. It's not brilliant, but it does increase your chances of getting Enderman heads, which is helpful when you need to make things that require Enderman heads. Ah. The Waystone mod is in here. That's good to know. Was not aware of that. I think this is actually additions. No, Tinker's Construct. Not Tinker's Construct, sorry. Immersive Engineering. Which, actually, I knew was in the pack, but I'd forgotten. Coal Coke for an emerald. Emerald for an engineer's hammer. Not fantastic. Fermenting barrel. It's got some refined canola in it, which is good. Whole heap of stuff. Compost bucket. I was hoping for more, but that's okay. Oh, now I need to remember where I'm going. This is me here. So I need to set a waypoint. Okay, so I need to travel this way anyway. We're good. We're good. Alright, I will come back when we are actually back at the base. Right, we're back, and just because I feel like this is just not really going to work, we need to go... I don't know what that button does. Need to, first of all, find out what number quest that is. Okay, so it turns out if you F3 and H, it'll show you the quest number. So I can do BQ quest 41. There we go. Alright, so now actually what that means is we've got these two completed as well. And we can make our simple machine chassis. I'm out of room for everything. Endless. Alright. Good, good, good. And this is completed as well. So if I come over and whack this, bam, then I get some inferium seeds, and hopefully these will be higher than 111. 124. Okay, so what we can do is break those, put that down, set the 124 ones to go, and then we'll slowly get closer. So they're going up about two spots every. So they've gone from 221, and now they're 124, and so the next lot will be higher than that, and so on and so forth. So that is good. So what we want to do is the first step to EnderIO is to make a simple machine chassis. And if you do simples, simple machine chassis, well, we'll just do this, and this requires iron bars, which you should have loads of. I made 64 of them recently, yes. Okay, so simple machine chassis. I'll make 5 of those. Okay, quest complete, and then let's just make all of the simple machines that we can, shall we? So an alloy smelter requires 2 furnaces, 2 furnaces. Just make a stack of furnaces. What do we need? Alloy smelter, 2 furnaces, and buckets. Why does it always require buckets? Okay, get my hammer. Make some buckets. Okay. Made a ton of plates because I figured I'd probably need a ton of buckets. That gives me 6 buckets. Let's go back to simple machines. We want a simple alloy smelter to begin with. Oh, we had stone gears in here, that's right. Simple alloy smelter. Sterling generator. Simple sag mill. Requires pistons. I feel like I made pistons. Yep. Made pistons. So simple sag mill is pistons, flint, of which I should have quite a bit. So I guess finding it. Yep. And then the last thing is the stone gears, which are wooden gears, so we need sticks. Sticks, and should still have stone on us. Let's put some of this stuff away. Keep those. Let's take that and go back to the sag mill. Aha, stone gear. Please don't tell me I'll put the flint away. Oh, God. Flint. Right. Sag mill. Bing, bom, bam. Yes, thank you. So there's a sag mill, sterling generator, alloy smelter. Sterling generator. It's the final thing. Set a powered furnace. I guess if we've got the alloy smelter, we don't really need the powered furnace, right? So infinity bimetal gears requires iron nuggets. Which, can we still make them like this? Yep. So simple powered furnace. No, we want to make a Sterling generator. It needs a bimetal gear. She needs 2 bimetal gears. Which is good, because that's exactly how many we can make. And then, what else do we need? Stone bricks. So, let's just put half of you in there. Bing. And hopefully 4 of these should make 4 stone bricks. Just rampant ridiculousness in this inventory. And that'll give us a Sterling generator, which is another quest completed. We won't get the music until we collect the reward, presumably. Okay, so let's put these away. Put this string away, pick up the racks, and then go and chuck them in here because we don't need them. And this is good to go, so we'll go like that. Alright, we're making some progress. What we'll do is we'll just make simple Sterling, simple alloy, and simple sag. So Sterling generator in the middle, alloy on the right, sag in the middle. And then all we need in here is something to power it. So what I think we'll do is we'll get some charcoal generation going on. So if I put you in here, well actually what I'll do is I'll save that. Do that. You need to go in there to burn, and that will power. Yep. And yep, you're making heaps. Leakage is a little bit, so I think it uses a constant amount. Right, so we got that, and we have the sag mill. Sag mill, we can put cobblestone in, and it will automatically grind into gravel. I'm fairly sure. Beautiful. And then this is just a smelter, really. So if I take one of the things that we haven't been able to do yet, like making, oh, cobalt, actually, which we should be able to smelt, right? Smelt into 2 ingots, and I don't think... So 1 to 1. 1 to 1. Yeah, okay. So we don't want to use that. We want to do something like the titanium. Should be able to alloy smelt? No. Okay. Well, how about the tin ore? Tin ore should be nice and quick. No. What is the point? Okay, so we can't do that in a simple alloy smelter, it would seem. We can do that in a regular alloy smelter. No, it should work in a simple... Ah. No, that doesn't make sense. So tin doesn't work. Okay, well let's try like iron or gold. Gold should work absolutely fine. Alloy smelter, gold. It seems like it's not working, and I don't know why. But this is, and that's a good thing. So I'm gonna can it. It's the end of the episode for today. I think we've gone on for long enough. We wanted to basically get ourselves started with EnderIO, which we have. We are slowly getting there in terms of our Inferium, which is fantastic. So soon we'll be able to have tons of it. And yeah, slowly getting into some automation, which is good. But until next time, ladies and gents, thanks for watching Modern Skyblock. Nope, I've got to get out of the habit of saying that. I said it for 70-something episodes. Thanks for watching Project Ozone 3. Bye.